Here we are within the net feed efficiency unit itself. Basically we have 4 pens of breeding bulls in this case, but sometimes finishing steers in this building. Within each pen there's approximately 20 bulls, and each of the bulls have access to one of 4 of these grow-safe feed bins. Each feed bin sits on 2 weigh cells which sit at either side of the bin, and there is an EID tag reader in the rim around the top of each feed bin. Every individual animal, of course, in the pen has its own individual EID tag, so that every time an animal comes into the bin and starts consuming the diet, basically the bin itself can recognise that the individual animal is there and record the fact that it's there eating from the bin, and the weigh cell data, of course, can record the amount of feed that disappears during the period of which that animal is eating that particular meal. All of that data from both the EID tag reader and the weigh cells gets transferred through this electronic box to the computer which sits in the porter cabin down the way, and all of the data for every individual meal, for every individual animal, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for the entire test period gets recorded, and we can then analyse that data and use it in the calculation of net feed efficiency within the unit. So here we are at the computer, and what you can see here is all the data coming down from the electronic box that we saw up in the NFE unit, and it all basically gets entered for each of the bins, 16 bins in the unit. All of the data for every meal from every animal gets stored in a big database in such a way that we can analyse it and add it up on a daily basis to get daily feed intake for each of these animals, which is the unit of feed intake that we use in the NFE calculation for every individual animal that comes through the unit itself. The ration that we feed to the breeding bulls and the finishing steers in this unit is essentially a ration that consists of about 50% forage and about 50% concentrate on a dry matter basis. We use whole crop wheat and a little bit of chopped straw as the basal forages involved in the ration, and we use barley, beet pulp, maize dark grains, molasses and minerals as the concentrate inputs into the ration. We aim for an ME density of something like 11.5, 11.6, and a crude protein concentration of about 130 to 140 grams per kilogram dry matter. A fairly good quality but still moderate finishing type of ration fed to both the breeding bulls and the finishing steers.